here we are, second weekend in June. Let's see. Plenty of fresh growth. Things looking well in the veg garden, fruit garden, potager garden, whatever we call it. I of course move in plenty of colour and flowers too. Always makes for interest. A sweet pea. English marigolds behind. More importantly, there is some broccoli and there's some borage. Getting a bit chomped, but that's okay. These guys were a fine show a couple of weeks ago. The chives just going out of flower, so I'll clean this area up a little bit. And just coming into flower right beside them, you can see some buds on them there. Yep, you can see some buds. Some Hemorrhacala, so a bit more colour. Crop wise, well, you can see there's some dill ready for the salads with a grape growing up. This to be tied back in, and that's lovely, isn't it? Another couple of weeks we'll be lifting. I wasn't quite sure about lifting of the garlic because they were producing scapes or flower buds, but some good folks giving me some good advice, so I'll take that. There's loganberry with the fresh growth behind. Look at all those berries, ready to start picking soon. As are the red currants. So I've been picking away at these, munching as I go, you know yourself. And of course the rhubarb there. Here's my little nursery area. Most plants have been potted on or pricked on at this stage. Some Sweet William, nice bit of colour. A few other odds and ends, which is great. Some geraniums for hardening off. The glasshouse. The tomatoes, of course, are coming on very nicely. I was hoping for something at this stage, fruiting wise, but I think they got a bit of a shock there just at the end of May, which happens, doesn't it? And cucumbers are ready to plant up now, and there's the peppers. So I'll pot those guys on. But yeah, this area is mostly been emptied. And there's my spinach gone to seed now. At this stage, plenty of picking from that. Plenty of picking. And the lettuce as well. It's been well chopped. Heads picked, and they're picking off the sides of them. So that's been great. I have more to plant. And scallions, my early scallions, so I've picked off one or two of those and they're coming on a treat. And there's a beetroot, and again I've picked out one or two beets because there are 3 or 5 per grouping, so thinning them down to 2. And you can use the leaves, you can saute the leaves in a bit of butter and put some salt and pepper with them. They're delicious. Peas and rocket going to seed again. So you can see this area got a lot off. This was my early bed. I don't know if you remember back in April, I would have been delighted with this. And that's fine. It served more than served the purpose. Peas are still producing. There's the Mange 2 Shiraz there. Not many of them make it into the house, to be honest. They're chumps. It's the compost area. Some plants that had gone over or didn't make it or whatnot, they're going to the compost heap mixed with the grass that I'm cutting in the newspapers. Raspberries, nice strawberries. There's some peas I had grown, Kelvin Munder, and plenty of pea pods. They're just ripe now, so I've been picking them off. Some will make it inside, some won't. Some more seed trays there where there'll be more seed put in for the next generation crop. Potatoes. And you have this is parsley here, getting chomped by slugs unfortunately, but anyway, that's the way of it. celery. Between the rows of the celery I'm going to grow some lettuce. So like a small crop. Just in covering this area. So I have 2 courgettes which are quite large, ready to go in. Sweet corn. Butternut squash. Funny gourds. A few raspberries I healed in there last autumn. Some outdoor tomatoes. Needing a bit of thinning. And there's the onions. There's the onions. There's the ones from seeds. I've been weeded around. The ones from sets I haven't weeded around. So there we go. A wee look at the garden. It's always a great time of year, isn't it? It really is. See things growing. You enjoy it all? Keep well. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.